All right, today we're doing a deep dive into the Shark Navigator AV2110S. It's a robot vacuum that's making a really bold promise to bring true, honest-to-goodness, hands-off cleaning into your home.
I mean, that's the big question, isn't it? The absolute dream of a house that pretty much cleans itself with you barely lifting a finger. Well, this machine claims it can do exactly that. So, is it for real? We're about to break down its tech, its promises, and yeah, its trade-offs, to see if this robot vacuum actually delivers on that whole set it and forget it lifestyle. Okay, first up, the set and forget promise. You gotta understand, everything about this machine is built around this one central idea.
The entire design philosophy is right there. Combine automatic operation with minimal user intervention. Just think about what that really means. It's not just about getting the floor clean. It's about removing you from the chore almost completely.
So how does it actually pull off that level of automation? Well, that brings us to Section 2, Smart Brains, Clean Floors. It all starts with intelligence.
Look, anyone who's had one of those early robot vacuums knows the pain of watching it just randomly pinball off your walls. Suction power is great, but the real game changer is how a robot thinks.
And honestly, the difference is night and day. The old way was that chaotic bump and turn method, which always missed spots. But the AV2110S uses what Shark calls SmartPath navigation. It has a LiDAR sensor. Think of it as a little spinning laser that builds a super detailed map of your home. This lets it clean in these perfect, methodical rows. No more guesswork.
So, what does this actually mean for you? It means the robot knows your home's layout, ensuring it gets everywhere. It cleans in those efficient rows, so it's not wasting battery. And it's also smart enough to see and adapt to things you leave around, like a pair of shoes or a charging cable, which means you're not constantly having to rescue it.
All right, so we've got the smart brain, but that's only half the puzzle. Next up, let's talk about the power of automation, the hardware that really makes the hands-free promise a reality. 30. Let that number sink in for a second. 30 days. That's how long the base station on this thing can supposedly hold all the dirt and debris from your floors. This number is everything to its set it and forget it claim.
The magic behind that 30-day number is the self-empty base. After every single cleaning run, the robot drives itself home, docks, and a powerful vacuum inside the base sucks everything out of the robot's little dustbin. And, this is key, the base itself is bagless, which is going to save you money in the long run.
Now, this feature, Recharge and Resume, is an absolute must-have if you have a bigger home. Instead of just conking out in the middle of a room, the robot knows when its battery is low, takes itself back to the base, gets a full charge, and then, and this is the brilliant part, it drives right back to the exact spot it left off and finishes the job.
Okay, anyone with long hair or a pet that sheds knows the struggle. This is for you, the self-cleaning Brushroll. It's built to detangle hair while it cleans, so you're not the one who has to flip it over with a pair of scissors to cut out a giant hairball. It's another one of those small things that adds up to way less work for you. But, you know, nothing is perfect. With any piece of tech, this kind of convenience doesn't come without a few strings attached. So, let's get into the necessary trade-offs.
Exactly. So what's the catch? To really make a smart decision, you have to look at the other side of the coin. Let's break down the compromises that come with the AV2110S.
All right, let's run through them. First, that amazing self-empty base. It's awesome, but it is also pretty big. It takes up a good amount of floor space. Second, this is a dedicated vacuum. It's really good at what it does, but it doesn't have a mopping function. Third, Shark says it has strong suction, but they don't actually release the numbers, the pascals, which makes it tough to compare directly to other brands. And finally, that 120-minute runtime, that's under perfect conditions. On thick carpet, you're definitely going to get less.
So, after all of that, where do we land? It's time for the final verdict. What's the bottom line here?
This is probably the most important thing to keep in mind. There is no single best robot vacuum for everyone. It is all about finding the absolute best fit for your specific home and your lifestyle. So, who is this vacuum perfect for? Well, it's a fantastic fit if you value that hands-off convenience more than anything. If you're sick and tired of emptying that tiny dustbin every day, and you're ready to upgrade from a dumb robot to one that actually has a plan, then this is a really, really strong contender.
On the other hand, you should probably keep looking if you really want an all-in-one vacuum and mop. Or if you live in a small apartment where that huge base station is going to stick out like a sore thumb. And of course, if you're the kind of person who needs to see the raw performance numbers before you buy, this might not be the one for you.
So ultimately, it all comes down to this. The Shark AV2110S offers a massive leap forward in hands-free cleaning. It trades a few niche features for incredibly powerful, reliable automation. The only question left is that the right trade-off for you and your home?